Hi, everybody. How are you doing in this season? Oh my God. Are we in it? Oh, don't be of it, just be in it. I am Vanda Gooseman. Of course, you know you are chiming in and listening to all things spirit. And I'm just happy to be here today. Is actually Sunday, the 13th of October, and today is a full moon. Ooh. it's, it's as always for me, full moon, no sleep. I'm a moon child. I'm a Cancer, and I'm a moon child, and so I carry a lot of that moon mother energy and everything, but I do better and better and better and better. So I guess I'm just getting better and better and better and better and better. But please like and comment. I'm not getting many comments. You guys, can you take a minute? Just go down, scroll down, and hit the comment section. Just say yay or nay, but let it be nice, okay? If you don't, Spirit gonna get you. No, just fine. Also, hit subscribe button and then hit that bell, and you'll get a notification whenever I'm uploading videos. And so, with the full moon energy and plus the 1010 portals that we've been in, the energy is rather tensed. I mean, I have to be honest with you. It's tense. It's a little strong and everything, but it's a big week for self-evaluation. Is a big week for looking at where we are going in our own mind and our own thoughts. It's a good week to do some writing. And you know, with the full moon, you always write out what you want to release. So this is a good time to write out what you want to release. We had the full moon here today, Eastern Time, 5:09 p.m., I believe, in Aries. Did you know Aries was about the first house of the chart, of the astral chart? It's the first sign. Okay, so that means when we come here, it is about us, Aries. So that's why if you know many Aries, you'll find out it's about me. you know, if you have houses in Aries, you know that happens too. And also, I have like a cuffs with Aries and Pisces, but my North Node is actually in Aries, and that just says that when you came here this time, you came here to give you something, to do something for you. And so my South Node is Libra. Of course, I've been there, done that. The South Node is what you've already done. Okay, but I came back and did it again anyway. But I'm getting better, and so, but at this time, it is a good time for us to really do our own inward prayer, our own inward meditation. I can't get off of that. I can't even say it enough, because this is the time, if you surrender to it, you won't be sorry. Okay, but today I'm really coming because I missed the well, I actually missed the World Mental Health Day, and but to me, you know, it's better sometimes than never. And so I was with my teacher Amanda Ellis, and she had did that World Mental Health Day, and it was actually 1010, actually the portal opening, and I believe it's opening always to all of us to get more into how we can resolve, how we can support. What can we do as far as modalities and supporting people that's in the process of these things, so that they really don't have to stay in it. But she talked about Robin Williams, and she talked about him because she channeled him. And he was talking about himself, and he came in. Of course, he's still kind of talking fast and kind of like make people laugh. You know, he's not dead. Okay, no, let's get this clear. All right. So, but he's in another dimension. And so what happened was she was working with Robin Williams, and what happened was he talked about how he had discovered that his life, you know, went into a way of real depression. And he was kind of like always kind of like that. But he was still able to be out and about and to do. And he liked making people laugh. He really did. And but he said that he would make people laugh and all that. But then when he got to himself, he had these moments of silence. And he said the silence just would be too much, because it would make him look at himself or look at the shadows of his life. And so he said rather than to look at it, that's, he did the drugs, and alcohol and things like that to, kind of kill that, And since I just thought it'd be nice to speak on this because so many people are still suffering with it. I'm in the community, actually the drug, community now, and we are dealing with a lot of this recovery community as far as mental health, mental illness, the recovery, process, and all of this. And so I thought, wow, then I'm going to talk a little bit on this to let people know that the awareness is where we all are coming into now. We have to be aware. We have to be aware of what we are putting out there as far as how we are dealing with mental health, because a lot of it is being dealt with. And I was at the hospital last week at the crisis center, and I see a lot, and I was seeing this stuff, and it's like, sometimes we do the best we can, but there may be some other things that we can add to this mental health process, some other modalities. And I was really happy because when I was listening to her channeling him, he said one of the things that he would like to say to people is that laughter is the best medicine, and this is why he wanted to make people laugh all the time. And he also talked about, and that's what touched my heart, he talked about how when he was making people laugh and all, he actually felt much better himself, because he had just had that kind of love that he wanted to share. He felt much better himself. And he also talked about when he realized that this was getting to be too much, he began to, really be more down and more down. And he said that one of the good things that he would like to say to people now is to give people hands-on self-care. And this is what I'm really working on. That's why sometimes I just feel like I'm called into the real mental health side of this, because I have ways of doing hands-on healing. And it's not because I have not experienced mental health. I think I've tried to commit, I don't know how many times it's been, maybe 3 times in my life. And then I had drug addiction and all these things came into play. Because if you don't love yourself, then you really can't treat yourself very well. You know what I'm saying? And so I can remember those times, and I can remember, he said, ride the wave. He's telling people, ride that wave. When you get there and you feel like you can't do it anymore, he said, ride that wave. And the next day, the sun will shine. He also talked about that. I'm just trying to get a few things that he talked about. Because he said that he had this LBD. I'd never heard of it before, but it was some type of Lewy body dementia where you lose your memory. You hallucinating. You have depression. So this is why he wanted to express to people. He said, and sometimes a big way of staying in your depression is because sometimes the outside expectations from other people, they're too much. People have these expectations of us, and then we're trying to live up to the expectations, and it gets to be too much. He also talked about a lot of people pleasing. I said that the other day on my channel. I said people pleasing days are over. Okay? You can even accept Vanda as she is, and what you think about me is none of my spiritual business, but we have to grow into that. I'm going to talk about somebody else in a minute. Just want to give you just a little heads up on Robin Williams, because He hung himself. And he also talked about, he said, I never even thought about what I was leaving, how I was leaving my family, and the condition that I was leaving my family in. I never thought about the pain. I never thought about the anguish. I was only thinking of getting out of this feeling. So we have to, I wanted to just talk about some of the things he talked about through Amanda, because we have to think about these things when we're going through the days and the little times of depression, or times when you don't feel like you can make it. I always had prayer as a source. I don't, even from a young person, I've always prayed from the Lord. I always prayed. And I always asked God, help me, that really helped me a lot, just to help me, and of course, Spirit hears. The source is always present with us. We're never alone. And so one of the things I would just say to people, if you are going through things, see how you can work with that people-pleasing thing, and how you can work with the expectations that are being put on you. If it is too much, reach out to somebody. Reach out and touch somebody's hand, and ask somebody to hold your hand. Reach out and touch, somebody's hand. Make this world a better place if you can. And this is also for people who know people who are going through that. I just had an experience in the last 2 weeks, and I, had to, be an advocate on some people's behalf, and had to advocate on their behalf. But yes, he did talk about laughter, so, that's, he said, some slipping and sliding, people in the head, just do things to make yourself happy. Now, you can live alone, but you can always put something on funny. And sometimes, when you wake up or something, and you're doing something, you look kind of fun. I know I do. And I'll be like, don't tell nobody you did that today. And things like that, and just bust out laughing. So find a way to put that love and the acceptance into ourselves. And this will bring us more into the place of healing. And healing is possible. And any way that you can get healed. Now, I'm not really fond of, I've been around and I've seen, women, and they're on 6 and 7, 8 different pills a day. And okay, they say, okay, this is, because I got mental health situations, and I'm looking at them like, they're still alive. They're still here. So, I'm not going to get into that. But what I want to do is I want to work on building more modalities. I mean, sometimes, you're just going through it. Good affirmation, like I feel healthy, I feel happy, I feel terrific. Y'all know I talk about that affirmation all the time. Speaking to my subconscious mind today, and start doing some affirmations around that. I accept my power. I accept who I am. I am beautiful and everybody loves me. I love and approve of myself every day and every way. Everything in my life, in my world, and in my affairs just keeps getting better and 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 better. So we have to do those things to speak into our own vibration, to raise our own energy. And then I had a thought too that came, because a lot of us are going through changes and we don't really recognize all that it is. Well, take these off for a minute. Whew. We don't really recognize all that it is, but for me, it has a lot to do with the food. It has a lot. I'm just going to call a thing a thing. A lot of this food has so much in it, know, and these preservatives and this and that, the GMO and the have in it, and it's not clean, and the mass production. And I know, everybody, you're not always able to eat more organic or more clean, but we have to find ways, and I don't eat that much because I like to eat more organic. When I was in Germany, I mean, hey, it was easy because all of the farmers do it, and everybody farm everywhere, Got in your backyard, you got your own farm. I had mine too. I'll show you some pictures of that one day too. But I got back here and the struggle hit. Bam! My body going through changes and, everything. My body has really gone through a lot of changes since I've been back here. And then sometimes I'm like, okay, well, I guess I won't be able to fast for the next couple of weeks because my body was going through so many changes. I had to just sit. I said, well, okay, do your salads, Oh, my goodness. I forgot to turn the phone off. And guess who it is? My child. So he's going to have to know that's what happened that time. And so, my body going through a lot of changes. I believe it has something to do with the water intake. I try and work on drinking a lot of water. You see my water here? Don't mess with me. I got my water. Yay to the hay. Now in Germany, this water was, maybe 90 cents a bottle? Oh, no, maybe 80 cents a bottle or something, You just buy your 6-pack case and stuff. 80 cents a bottle or something. And, so you can drink that water, and it's a little bit cleaner, you know what I'm saying? These waters now, you don't know what they're putting in them, I try to do some oxygen drops in mine, here and there to help, with the cleaning of it. But, yeah, I just want to add that the food intake. Another thing I want to add is the TV. I want to add in the TV the vibration of it. Because if you sit there and watch, okay, I'm just going to take it easy on this one. But if you sit there and watch story after story, and the big thing is the commercials, isn't it? Oh, baby, what you talking about? Them commercials, the doctor's getting on that. We know we know you're not feeling well. Come to us. We're here for you. I'm like, you're not here for me. I don't know you. I'm like, Jesus, I don't know you. So, but it's really important that we start being more conscious. But I see more people at restaurants now, and I ate a chicken wing. When was it? Was it about a week and a half ago? I was running back and forth to the hospital. Ate that chicken wing. Baby, you talking about wrecked me. I went in a place and just bought one chicken wing. Huh? You talking about wrecked me. So I know my body is saying, try as much as you can to stay away from, certain things. So I would say to us all, if we could work on putting good water in our body and work on not eating too much of everything. Now, some people live to eat. That's just, they're going to be their journey. And you're welcome to it. But there's some people who eat enough to live. And I'm one of those people. And I know, I'm a little small, but it's all right. And if I want to gain something, I know what to do. And it won't be eating a whole lot of different food. I can, do something else. So, that's for Robbie Williams, and we want to say thank you, Robin, for all that you gave to everybody out of your own pain. Out of your own pain, you gave and gave and gave and gave until you couldn't give anymore. And it was funny because he was born July the 21st. He's Cancer. I'm a Cancer. He's a Cancer, and I think he died August the 21st, something like that. I have some stuff written down. I'm trying not to keep... But anyway, y'all can look it up. And I just want to say thank you to him for sharing some of this information. And then as I went to the Mother Earth the other day, I was thinking, okay, well, I will do something on mental health since I'm in the recovery program, working with people. I'm just about to, get my hours in and everything. I'm a little bit excited about it to see what will come out of it, but I do feel that mental health will probably be, because I see a lot of it. I've seen it in my own life, didn't recognize what it was, but I've done just so much cleaning and spiritual work, but everybody don't want to do that. And I'm going to talk about that person who talked about they didn't want to do it. And this is a beautiful woman. And she is more than a gift, and that girl is more than a talent. Who? I can't hear you. You know who it is? Phillis Hyman. Whoop-dee-doo. That girl is, and I didn't know the depth of all that she was. I sat here for hours. I've been up most of the night. Oh, God. Full moon. And I'm just, I had to stay up. To the extent of her gift, I was not aware. And Phillis Hyman, everybody knows her as a great singer, artist, and everything. But I went to see her one time in Atlanta, Georgia. It was her, Prince, Barry White, and all of them had this big seminar weekend down in Atlanta. And they were working with us as artists and all. And then the concert was with Phillis Hyman and Prince, like I said, and a couple other people. But the beautiful thing of it is that, to me, she was just an awesome singer. That girl could wear them clothes, couldn't she? And them hats, yay. And beautiful, tall, and stallion-like. I'm like, she got that. No, she got it going on, but guess what? She didn't. She didn't. And she's a Cancer, July the 6th. July the 6th. And so she didn't know that she had it going on. And so she killed herself. Now, she took, phenobarbital, I think, or something. I don't know all these medications and stuff, and it's hard for me not to know them, But you want to correct me, go right ahead. But, yeah, she took that. She was 45, about 5 days shy of her birthday, 46. And I sat and listened to her for hours and hours and hours last night, and I was just like, my God. How could you not know how fine you were, how beautiful how extravagantly done up, how beautiful of a singer. She wasn't clear about her music, about singing, and I can understand that. I've been through that. I've been through that, and I think when I went to Germany, I got that together, and I began to just love listening to Vanda. But before then, it was like, I don't like that. Don't play that while I'm around. Things like that. Well, I was in America and stuff. But I grew out of that. But that's why I say through the life of prayer, meditation, contemplation, reflection, fasting, I took that life on. Because I got clean. Oh, I got a clean day coming up. Yay to the hey. It is October the 31st. Yay! I got received the power of the Holy Spirit October 31st, 1984 in my bedroom. Get ready to jump out. See, I said that was about 3 times. Yeah. Get ready to jump out the window. Because I said, look, you're not going to take me off these drugs. I'm at the church. I'm at the prayer meetings. I'm singing. I'm doing this, that, and the other. And then I'm done. And whoo! Power of the Holy Spirit. Came and took my life over. Not only did it take me off the drugs, it took me off the TV. Yeah, I don't own a TV up till today. My son gave me one, I guess last year. I had it in here because he didn't have the cord. Minute he got the cord, I was vacuuming one day and knocked it and the whole thing broke. I said, okay, well, I don't need that. And if I need to know something, I'm online, a little bit here and there, but I just don't, maybe need the vibration of it, because I spent so much time. I never turned my TV off. My TV stayed on 24/7. So with the drugs and the TV and the drama, mama, hey, but the Holy Spirit came on, you're done. You're done. And you know what? That'll be 35 years. 35 years. Coming on the 31st. I'm going to party like it's $21.99. Come on, Prince. Write me a new song. But I want to talk about her because she worked with such extraordinary people. Duke Ellington. She did Sophisticated Ladies. She did music with, let me see, she did music with a few people here. Oh, this is what I wanted to talk about. She did the Martin Luther King special in 1984, the TV special, and she wrote a song for it. And it was called Gonna Make Changes. Gonna Make Changes. And she was strong and convicted in that. And let me tell you, that girl could scat. Now, I thought Ella. But, baby, I sat up here last night. That girl had me. I was like, wait a minute. You're getting me drunk here. But that's, awesome. Powerful. Sensitive. Creative. Cancer. I'm not prejudiced, but I am one. And so what she talked about a lot was, actually, she talked about loneliness a lot, She talked about, and she did a song with Keith Washington, with Christopher Williams. She did beautiful Broadway work and everything. But when I was listening to her last night, she talked a lot about loneliness. Now, when I saw her with these people way back in the 70s and stuff, and early 80s and stuff like that, she was a little bit more, more positive about herself. She was, but she still had a codependency problem. Whenever she got with a man, she said, whenever I got with a man, my life ended. It was all about him. Isn't that something? That codependency, And after a while, the men would just get a hold of it. Probably some jealousy and stuff there too, what time you going to be home and all that, just the control thing, the control factor. And, but she said that then it got to the point where she always felt like she was too tall, too big, and that all the men were shorter. I know men tall like her. She never saw any. I don't believe it. But we have to watch what we have to watch what we let into us. Because she planted that seed, and then she watered it and watered it and watered it. And then on one of these things, she got better. She said, I'm engaged to somebody on one of the YouTube. She said, I'm engaged to somebody. She said, but our relationship is different. We're not, I'm not like that, with the codependency and stuff. She said, I'm not like that like I was with the other men. But somehow or another, that didn't work either. And so she began to really feel lonely and alone. And one of the things she said, well, I've met men, but they said, well, we're intimidated by you. Okay, maybe 1,000 men intimidated by you, but look how many men we got on the planet. Yay. And she said, he said, you're fine, you can sing, you got a great career, you dress marvelous, you speak out, and she was very intelligent. But she said one thing, she said, I love to read and I love to watch TV. She said, I never missed my soap operas. Come on, y'all. Days of My Lives, All My Children. I used to keep that stuff on 24/7. I can't remember the rest of the name of it, but a picture with Vic somewhere in my stuff. I met him in Germany. I said, hey, that's Vic from whatever it was, and all. But she talked about that. And she talked about that place inside herself and she said, my mother, watch now, look, check this out. My mother never talked to me about falling in love or having children. She said, I love children, I'm always around other people's children. I love them. She said, but my mother never said, you might want to have a child one day. Now, she only said that about her mother. She never said anything else about her mother, and she never mentioned anything about her father. So this is why I say when we come into this journey, we choose our parents. Oh, yeah, for the attributes and the lessons that we come here to learn, we choose them. And we have the ability to transcend whatever it is that is standing in the way of us being healthy, whole, and complete. But we have to want to do it. And then later I saw she spoke. Oh, I mean, the music was so powerful. I was like, oh, Vanda, you've got to try and go to bed. I couldn't let it go. I mean, every time it got deeper and deeper. And I was like, I thought you were emotional when you sang and stuff and really, no. Awesome. Dangerous, what I call it. I mean, giftedly dangerous. And, but like I said, I never saw that because when I started listening more to her, she was starting to write her own songs. And she had these songs about, I don't want to be lonely. You know, she had these different songs that she was doing. I kept my phone on because I have some of them jotted down somewhere. I don't want to be lonely was one of them. Let me see. Is there another one on? Oh, she had a bunch of them. Yeah, she had a bunch of songs. Oh, she had a song called Old Friend. And he passed away. And this must have been somebody that really loved her and really accepted her for who she is, you know, and accepted their journey together. And she talked about how she missed him and everything. And she was just on stage just weeping. And then afterwards, when she finished the song, she just wept right there, you know. And I understand what she's saying because I have my best friend Bernie and Brentford Kirker. And my God, he died last year in March in Germany. He just got sick and died suddenly, but he was in Spain. And I said, you better get back to Germany. You don't sound good. And he did. He got back to Germany. I think he died maybe 2 weeks later. And you talking about a broken heart. Now, I've had people in my life who have passed over. And I'm real clear that people don't die. I'm real clear about that. But something went all the way into me. Oh, my God. I was like, I was down. I cried a lot and cried a lot and cried a lot. And I remember one night I just went and threw myself over my bed. And I had my rose quartz. Do I have rose quartz here? Oh, no, I took it out. But my pink rose quartz. And it's the Mother Mary stone. It's the heart stone. And I threw myself across the bed with that over my heart. And Mother Mary came and she ministered to me. She ministered to me. And that's when I started pulling up. But I wasn't really eating. I never had an experience like that. And let me tell you, I've lost some people very, very close to me, like my mama. Okay? But I don't know. Bernie, you know, he never called out my name. He was never loud. You know, I was always snooky. You know, my snooky girl. You know, mine and Shatsy. You know, my beautiful one. Always lifted me up. You know, somebody come, you know, especially to Germany, and you got this paperwork and all. He said, what do you want with that? I'm her protector. So I don't know. It was 14 years of a real good friendship. 2 years of dating, then 14 years of a real good friendship. I mean, just friendship. Real friendship. Where we accepted each other. I ain't got no Kleenex here, so Vanda cool it. But yeah, he died suddenly. And I went to Germany last year in April and came back in May and was able to, you know, finalize it and everything and stuff. But yeah, I understood that. And so she dealt with that. She also, she talked about her sign. That's what I want to get to before we close out. She talked about her sign. She says, I'm a Cancer, but I'm a Sagittarius moon and Sagittarius rising. Fire with that water. She could have done it. She could have transcended that. But the one thing she talked about, she said, I know I need to work on myself, but I don't feel like it. That's what she said. And she said, I know I need to even go to the gym and stuff. I don't feel like it. I like watching TV and I like reading books. So what that says to me as I'm going to let this close out today, What it says to me is that we all have the power within to change anything. Let me see if I can get a couple more names of her songs and stuff, because I thought I wrote them down, but she had another one called Do the Work or something. Yeah, she had that. And let me see what else did she have. She had Gonna Make Changes. And let me see if I can find this little text here. Y'all just give me a minute, please. Oh yeah, I refuse to be lonely. Waiting for the last tear to fall. Got me? It's not about you. It takes two. Give me one good reason. And why not me? And then she had some really other sad songs. I was listening to them last night. I was like, oh my God. And so what it did was, though, she really helped me, because I'm always singing about, trying to keep it upbeat and everything. And I believe I just, moved myself into having more joy, because I say, well, you're Cancer. Cancers are moody. And I said, well, I don't want to stay moody, and then I got a Pisces rising. They could be a little too dreamy and moody. And but I had the Sagittarius moon, boom, the fire. And and like I said, when you do the work on yourself, you're going to see the results. So I don't want to hold this too long, but I do want to say to the recovery community, the mental health community, that I would love to see some new modalities come about. They're seeping in slowly, but with the people that we have dying, like Robin Williams, somebody spoke about him, and what they said was that we have more people in accidents from alcohol. We have a lot of people doing that, but we have more people dying from suicide, And so with that, I want to just applaud everybody that's working in the mental health industry. And I want to say, as we're going into this Aries new moon, and as we're going into this Pluto and Saturn, the changes that are being made, I hope that you all would allow somebody, and me and others, to come in to be of assistance with programs that say, hey, you can do this, you can do self-healing on yourself. What about EFT tapping? Anybody know about that? Woo, lifesaver. Meditation, prayer, there are other modalities, craniosacral. You know about that? Okay. There are many, many modalities, but I just want to say that I honor everybody and all that they're doing. But with Pluto and Saturn and the conjunction coming January the 13th, we're going to have to find more natural, more cohesive, more harmonizing measures to help those that are in mental health. We have to move with the food system. We're going to have to move with the food system, and we're going to have to move with ourselves too. Because if we don't love ourselves, we can't come in and help other people. So the love is the way. You want to know the way? The way is love. Treat me like you want to be treated. Come on. Love. It's the only way. And I wrote a song some time ago called Love is the Only Way, but I can't even remember, so I'm not even going to go there. But anyway, I do have it somewhere. But love. If we work on loving, we will be astonished at how everything would change in this universe. And all the people that are getting in the seats and politicals and all that, basically, they're just showing us, because everything is energy. So take your energy today with me and just put your hand on your heart. Take a breath. I have a person that was working with me, son, who committed suicide at the age of 17, and just want to send her some love this week. She goes through it, and I know with the mental health, she's going through it this week, and it's in April. Yeah, just send a shout out of love, and to every family member, every family, everywhere, all over the universe, in every city, every county, every suburb, every village, every province, every state, every country, every nation, and every world that has lost people to this at ease. We want to send love out for your healing today. We want to send love out. Love. Healing. The healing that is needed. Just breathe. Think about somebody and keep the joyous side of them alive. Don't let them bring you down because they're gone. You have a time for grieving, but don't keep on. Don't keep on. You make yourself sick. If you need any help, I'm around. Just, go to my link below and you'll see how you can find me. Let's just breathe. Let's just breathe. When you're down and in trouble and you need some love and care and nothing seems to be going right. Close your eyes and think of love. Soon it will be there to brighten up even your darkest night. You just call out my name, and wherever I am, I'll come run to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or this fall, all you got to do is call and I'll be there. You've got a friend. I love you already. No mistakes. No mistake. Enjoy. I love you very much. See ya.